What if I could have 20 or more people show up at your dealership this month? People who are happy to see you, pre-qualified, pre-set appointments. What if every single one of them had their title in their hand wanting you to buy their car? How would that make you feel? Good. This presentation is for auto dealers with vision, but there are very limited spots available in each city for reasons I will explain shortly. In listening to dealers nationwide, the biggest industry challenge, the biggest frustration, has become acquiring inventory. It's really not your fault. The subprime crisis, cash for clunkers, fewer rental units, lower lease turnover, and inflation are all affecting the used car market. Even at auctions, more people than ever are bidding your good vehicles out of your buying sweet spot. Imagine for a moment that inventory wasn't a problem for you anymore, because we're going to show you a way to solve your inventory problems and leverage your sales too. What if I told you I can find your top selling used cars? I've found those people who want to sell and I can get them to call you to trade before talking to anybody else. And they might just buy another car from you. Here's what I want you to imagine. It's 5:30 in the afternoon, and a lady driving a super clean silver Honda Accord with 105,000 miles on it drives onto your lot. She slowly slides out of her car, and she asks for you by name. She says, "I brought my title with me. Who can take a look at my car?" Does it get any better than that? We all know that people who want to sell their cars use classified advertising. We also know from the past 15 years that good technology destroys old ways by making them more efficient. Because of your past success, you get to see this program before anybody else, because you help us help you. I am privileged to introduce to you Trade-In Leads, the only trade-in program in the auto market today where individual sellers, people wanting to sell their cars now, call you first. Why is this important? Because dealers must take advantage of every opportunity to purchase used vehicles and take buyers off of the market before their competition does. Today it's all about speed. If you're there first, you win. Because 97% of people who sell a car buy another one. Well, how does it work? We track every classified auto post on the internet as soon as it posts in real time. With our technology, first we weed out all of the duplicate ads and the dealer ads, and we are left with all of the individuals selling cars. Then, once a new post appears in your area, we communicate to the seller an indication of interest to purchase. And here's the difference. They call. And we route the call to you first. This happens within seconds of the ad posting. We have two tiers of calls to deliver. For your buy here, pay here lot, we have $1,000 to $4,000 cars. And for dealers with bank financing, we have $4,000 to $15,000 cars. You choose, and you can choose both. The first task is to choose your market area. Where do you want the inventory coming from? Number two, customize your order. How many calls do you want a month, or do you want to reserve a whole area? Who personally is going to receive these calls? Successful dealers route to their salespeople's individual cell numbers versus the dealership switchboard because sellers are expecting individuals to call them. We can also send the information to your CRM and your email. You begin receiving calls within 30 minutes of your account activation. You also will receive a proven script for gathering the trade-in information and setting good appointments. Here are some calls that we've already routed in our campaigns. So you receive hot, fresh calls from individuals who want to sell their cars. No competitive bidding, like at auction, no buy fees or transportation fees. Think now how much money you can save just on that alone. Cars and titles come to you and you generate inventory and more sales. Here's a case from a campaign we ran for a dealer. In 30 minutes, we generated 17 calls, which the dealer turned into 5 appointments. Results? They bought 1 car and they sold 1 car. The program more than paid for itself right there. This program works as well for the dealer selling 29 units a month as the dealer moving over 125 units a month. If you just bought 1 car and sold 1, you'd have over a 300% return on your investment. By the way, another dealer bought 1 car and covered the program's expense for the whole year. This really is a no-brainer. For only $4 per call, you receive qualified, fresh calls from people wanting to sell their car as soon as they post their intention to sell. Our dealers are currently running a show rate of 60% on this program and being very successful. And there are no long-term contracts. So when I showed this program to a state association director, in his wisdom, he asked me a simple question. A question that will change your business if you listen for a couple more minutes. Simple question, profound consequences and results for your dealership. My friend asked, so Ken, why wouldn't I just buy 100 calls? Thought that was a pretty good objection. You see, when Jim asked me that question, I initially thought, no problem. The dealer could buy 100 calls, get great results, and then he could scale to 300 or more the next month. Boy, was I wrong. Here's why waiting won't work. Let me ask you a question. If 15 people want the same car on your lot, who drives home in it? See, I was doing some research on our program in Texas specifically, and I saw something that stopped me dead in my tracks, and a cold sweat broke out over my forehead. Here's what I saw in bold red letters. Sold out. Now that may or may not seem important to you right now, but let me show you why it is and why you need to pay attention right now. See, nationwide, I have over 849,000 people that want to sell their car, so I have plenty, right? Wrong. See, they don't all live in one city in Texas or your state either. As a matter of fact, when I went to do some research in our database, this is what I saw. Because of posting volume, Houston can only support 15 to 20 dealers. Dallas can only support 20 to 25. One dealer could take some outer lying areas. And it's the same all across the country, regardless of your state. So by ordering 300 calls, when you buy 1 good car, you more than break even. Everything else is pure profit. You see, if I was a franchise dealer, I'd buy every single call in my area. And we've had a couple of them do that. Because it would be a chance to control all of the trade-ins in my area. Possibly for the next 10 years. The great Ricky Bobby said, if you're not first, you're last. And that will apply today. Here's why you buy 200 to 300 calls, maybe even 1,000. You see, once you have your market, you have it for as long as you're on the program. Anyone else attempting to sign up for your market will see this. You don't have time to scale. You have to decide now how much of your trade-in market do you want to control now, because there will not be an opportunity to upgrade due to the dealer demand for these calls. So why was Steve Jobs so great? Because he could see what no one else saw. I am confident we will sell out in your area. I really don't know how many spots are actually available. That's actually up to you right now. Maybe only 53, maybe only 10. It depends on your area and who claims more land. I do know this, when they're gone, they're gone. First come, first served. So how do I reserve my market for trade-ins? It is very important to follow these directions to reserve your spot now. The first thing you need to do is send me an email now at kenbrowning@cloud1.com with your name, dealership information, and phone number, how many calls you want to reserve, and the city you want to reserve them in. Your timestamp on your email will be your reservation. I will email you the sign-up documents. I will call you and help you get started. If you wait, you lose. We are going to sell out. It is time to take action now. One more time, here's the contact information and procedure. Your email is your reservation. Send me an email now at kenbrowning@cloud1.com with your name, dealership information, and phone number, how many calls you want to reserve, and the city you want. Your timestamp on your email will be your reservation. I will email you the sign-up documents, call you, and help you get started. I look forward to partnering with you with Trade In Leads to help you achieve your goals.